What the hell is this? There we go. The moment everyone's been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Flow. Dot Flow, as you might say. By lol. Laugh out loud, as you might say. Not a lot to laugh out loud about. Let's dive right in. So, here we go. Welcome to yet another fan game. In fact, you could almost say this is the master template of all fan games, because it is certainly one of the earlier ones, arguably with the most character. I know some people might disagree with that, but that's fine. This is pretty much a soapbox for my opinions, and I don't need to listen to you. So, welcome to the lovely room of Sabutsuki. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Sabutsuki has video games, just like every other person here. We're not going to play that right now because I'm both terrible at it and I don't really think it's that much fun. So, let's dive right in. Now, instead of dreaming, the portal to the world beyond the realm, whatever that means, is actually the computer. Now, there's a lot of fan speculation of what that actually means, that perhaps this is not a dream, but perhaps this is some other reality, perhaps this is some kind of hallucination or something. Well, it could be, I suppose. We may never know. Get out of the bed. But that's fine. So, we're going to be kind of taking an easy start to the game, because I fancy taking it easy. We don't want to get too involved, really. On our first outing, we want to get a few staple bits of gameplay done. It's tradition that in a fan game, you have to have two things: a weapon and a speedy mode of transport. And depending on how gracious the fan game is feeling, you might get these things quickly, or you might have to go for quite a long time before you actually get them. But let's talk about what we're looking at right now. This is the nexus. You can go in, essentially, each cardinal direction takes you to a different part of the dream world. Today we are going to go left. We are going to go left because that is where I want to go. So this is going to be the only episode that isn't truly blind, because I want to kind of establish our kind of base here before the rest of it. And the rest of it is going to be reasonably blind, more or less because I've forgotten a lot of what this game's about, and when I played it first, it was a much less mature version. Much less mature, yes. So this world is called Pipe, or Pole World by some. You could call that Pole Land. Don't know. And here we go, our weapon. I have to say, one of the things that I think really sells Flow as a fan game is it feels very polished as compared to, say, yes, I love that. That's just so badass. Compared to old Tuk Tuk, which has no real artistic cohesion of any kind. Flow does, and that's because it is more or less the work of one person, which is great. We're not going to walk around with a weapon all the time, because that's going to get us into trouble, no doubt. So the dream world. The general theme of Flow is around rust, apparently. So this is an apartments area. We're not going to go that way. We're not going to go through that door today. As I said, we have objectives to meet. We've already got one effect. We've only got another 24 to go, I believe, and then that's it, game over. So hey, we're already cracking through this. What's going on in here? Some overgrowny things. A flower? Can we perhaps attack the flower? I don't know why I'm doing these things, because they are counter to the mission. Yeah, we're not doing that. Not today. But I want to ground us. I want you all to be grounded in this dream world that we're exploring. Now, Sidrith quite rightly pointed out that many years ago, he's pretty old school, I have to say, because to be honest, even I'd forgotten that I said this, because I struggle to remember half of the bollocks that I come out with when I'm doing this. Yes, that's an eyeball. We're not playing with it today. Okay. We'll go up and touch it, but as long as it doesn't do anything too annoying. Yeah, you could say that's annoying. I didn't actually want to do that. I forgot I had the pipe in my hand. Oh well. That is what I think of Yumi Tuki right there. Pipe to the fucking eye. But that's fine. Do we still have the pipe out? Let's put that away before we harm more of the wildlife. There's an XD on the floor, 4321, some other numbers, a smiley face, and a thing that kind of looks like the penis tube thing that rubs the banister in Yuminiki. Fan games referencing fan games, that's a new one. That's a new one to me. XD. I don't like the music here. I find it really irritating. Sidrith pointed out that I used to say that Flow was quite pretentious, and it's to herder violence and all that sort of shit. Yeah, look at that over there. Look at that thing angrily moving around over there. That is gonna be the shadow woman of our dreams. And by that I mean it's gonna kill us. Well, not kill us, but it has vaguely the same effect. It's gonna make me unhappy if it catches us. But not if we take the other route, like a cheater. Yes, I initially had some quite scathing comments about Flow, which I think at the time were probably quite justified, because at the time Tuki was not as mature, and in a lot of ways it has disappointed, because it has become a huge mess with no cohesion in it at all. And I'm pretty sure it was still like that when I was playing it, back when I was talking about this. So there we go, we're in the 8-bit world of this fan game, because fan games have to have 8-bit worlds. It's almost tradition. But we're not going to spend too long here, and we are here for a very, very good reason. You're not going to believe the reason. So yes, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the game I'm supposed to be talking about, and yeah, I did think that. However, as often happens with age and experience, I've come to the conclusion that perhaps I was not very fair on the game. And in fact, that opinion has changed so much that I almost believe that I made a horrendous mistake by saying something as silly as that, because it's actually cohesion that makes these games strong. It's the integrity that a single developer can have. So we picked up a new effect. It was the... not that. Yeah, now we're talking. Look at that. Speed hacking around all over the place. Thank you, Witch. You have just made this experience like 20 times more bearable. It is the cohesion of a art style that makes a fan game particularly strong, and it is what is ultimately Tuki's downfall, because there's just so much random shit with no quality control and just so much guff that it can be quite overpowering. And I don't think that's an unfair statement to make. I think most people would probably agree with a statement like that. If you don't, well, why not? I'm right, you're wrong. So we're in the overworld now. And this, as I said, this made me think that perhaps my opinion... yeah, there's a little ruins thing here. Should we check this out first? Is this the one you can go down? Yeah, we'll come back to this in a minute. There's no number of men here, so we're not going to have any thrilling banter with the locals. And even if it is perhaps a little bit gloomy, at least it's something. At least the game is about something. Tuki can't really say that. It's just entirely a derivative work with some original areas in it. Or sorry, no, it's a derivative concept because it's riding on the what do you call them? Coattails? Kind of like a little rook of a game of chess, isn't it? Or maybe a... Is it too early in the day for a cock joke? Yeah, I think it is. We'll keep that until after the watershed. At least it's something, right? I don't know what the point of this little box is. We'll need to come back to this, but I thought I would show it off because it's unusual because there's no music and there's nothing happening. Not to say that Tiki is bad. I've had a lot of fun playing Tiki, and I'm certainly not putting it down in favour of this because this game is not as big as Tiki. It's not as expansive. But I think, if anything, this should be the kind of watermark that a fan game should be aspiring to. In a lot of ways, Tiki should be aspiring to be more like this. Really. I hate things like this. I hate things like this in games. Who thinks this is fun? No, for fuck's sake. I'm going to call her Madatsuki and then I'm going to call her Urutsuki. But I was actually going to call her the correct name there. I just want to preface that in case I do it by mistake. Which I will. This is Sabatsuki. Little Sabby. Little Sabby. It's kind of sad. You have to just take it with a pinch of salt that these characters are indeed girls, because I've never seen that one before. Or that one. I've seen that one before. See, at least the effects in this have some novelty value, not like in some of the effects in Tiki. It's going to be difficult to not just draw comparisons between them, to be honest. I'll do my best. We want to appraise them as kind of works of art. Yeah, how do you tell? I mean, this is obviously a female character with the ponytail there, but have a look at the sprite when she's just kind of idling and confirm that what I'm talking about. And I don't know, maybe I'm just being crazy. Maybe I'm just trying to justify that having long hair myself doesn't make me feminine. I'm a man. At least during the office hours, anyway. Yeah. Mazes. Come on. Yes, good. I forget which way we want to go. I think we want to go this way? This doesn't actually do anything of any use. I'm just kind of following it because it takes us here. What's the point of this? Oh, that's quite cool. I didn't know you could do that. Get off the broom. Get off your broomstick. Maybe there's a monster that will come out. Oh, she even puts the thing on it. Oh, I love that. I love it. See, look at the character sprite there. I mean, it doesn't look that like a girl. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking shit. Maybe I've been on the internet too long. In my life. That's probably true. Oh, I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep doing that because Tiki has just programmed into my brain that opening the menu and hitting X will put you on the bike, but not in this game because it puts you on the pole. Oh, a lot of sexual overtones tonight. Overtones, undertones, middle tones. I think we're about done with this. I don't think there's anything else really we need to see here, so I am going to go to a dead end. Good. We'll wake up, because it's probably easy on the backtrack. Look at that, 4! We've got 3 effects, I think, not 4. I don't think we've got 4 effects. I believe so. So there we go, episode 1. Thank you for watching, everybody.